the designers on the Codex team, right? Like, we like to joke like more code now than like was written by an engineer like 6 months ago. They're like absolutely goated. But
And like a couple of nights ago, he was telling me that like he had like a ton of ideas to improve his product, and he told Codex, just write all of these tasks on linear so I keep track of everything as we go using that skill. And at the end of it is like, well, now I'm going to bed. Go ahead and implement all of these tasks that we just discussed and cross them off. And sure enough, he woke up and everything was actually complete. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Coming back to your point of a few specs on the Codex team, actually, I think a lot of the work is like, let's have the people closest to the metal making as many decisions as possible. And so the only time that we'll write a spec is if it ends up being a problem that's like kind of hard to fit in one person's brain. Right. And by the way, like one person can fit a lot in their brain now because they can do a lot, like they're delegating most of the coding.
Yeah.
And I got some really good advice from a researcher here called Andre. And his advice for me was that at OpenAI, you either plan near term or long term, but you never plan medium term. It's just too difficult. So near term is like up to 8 weeks from now, 8 weeks being the absolute maximum. What is a concrete thing that you can like motivate a team to like rally together kind of vibe, right? And the in-between thing is just kind of awkward. So the in-between thing is like a product roadmap. We basically don't really have those. We have the combination of like a sort of, I don't know if I told you this, but yeah, I went for a walk with him in like October at Fort Mason, which is a place in San Francisco. And I didn't like outright tell him that we were thinking about building an app, but I was like, I was starting to like poke at this idea of like, some kind of new interface that made delegation feel natural. He basically told me he would never use such a thing. And then like last weekend, he was like tweeting, actually, the app is pretty good.
Yep.
Hell is frozen over. I now like it.
Yeah. I thought to Peter too. If you got him to use the app, that's like a major accomplishment because he has like 20 terminal windows open. So that's like a huge accomplishment.
As like a leadership position.
Yeah.
I view it as a fill in the gaps position. Occasionally that might require leadership. Although even then the leadership is probably just like helping people get aligned and less like being some genius who came up with the right strategy.
Yeah.
I will say one thing for sure, like like the best PMs at OpenAI are incredibly and what they've built, And then someone asked me this the other day and I realized like I had no idea where like people went to college.
Who cares, man? Yeah, who cares?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm so glad we live in a world where all these stupid credentials don't matter anymore. Who cares? Fan, college, just like show me what we built. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Well, thanks so much.